Mastering GDPR. Our legacy systems are a ticking GDPR time bomb. When assessing our organization's operational excellence in the context of GDPR, what is the current state of our legacy systems, and how do they impact our ability to achieve and maintain compliance with the General Data Protection Regulation, specifically with regards to data subject rights, data minimization, and data protection by design and by default? To assess the current state of our legacy systems and their impact on operational excellence in the context of GDPR, a comprehensive review of the existing infrastructure, processes, and technologies is necessary. This review will identify areas of non-compliance, vulnerabilities, and inefficiencies that need to be addressed to ensure our organization's ability to achieve and maintain compliance with the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. Firstly, it is essential to identify and catalog all legacy systems that process, store, or transmit personal data. This inventory should include, but not be limited to, hardware, software, applications, and databases that handle sensitive information. Once this catalog is complete, each system should be assessed against the GDPR requirements, focusing on data subject rights, data minimization, and data protection by design and by default. Data subject rights. Legacy systems often lack the functionality to efficiently handle data subject requests, such as access, rectification, erasure, restriction of processing, data portability, and objection. To address this, our organization should implement the following measures. 1. Data mapping. Create a detailed data map to identify where personal data is stored, processed, and transmitted, and to ensure that data subject requests can be efficiently handled. 2. Process automation. Automate the data subject request process using workflows, API integrations, and automated reporting to reduce manual efforts and minimize the risk of human error. 3. Data access controls. Implement role-based access controls and multi-factor authentication to ensure that only authorized personnel can access and process personal data. 4. Data cataloging. Create a data catalog to maintain an inventory of personal data, including data retention periods, processing purposes, and categories of personal data. Data minimization. Legacy systems often store redundant, obsolete, or trivial (ROT) data, which increases the risk of non-compliance and data breaches. To address this, our organization should 1. Data archiving. Implement a data archiving strategy to store infrequently accessed data in a secure, encrypted, and immutable format, minimizing the risk of unauthorized access or data breaches. 2. Data deletion. Establish a data deletion policy to ensure that unnecessary data is securely deleted, and that data subject requests for erasure are efficiently handled. 3. Data compression. Implement data compression techniques to reduce data storage requirements and minimize the risk of data breaches. Data protection by design and by default. Legacy systems often lack the necessary security controls to protect personal data from unauthorized access, processing, or transmission. To address this, our organization should 1. Encrypt data at rest and in transit. Implement end-to-end encryption to protect personal data from unauthorized access, using techniques such as encryption, hashing, and tokenization. 2. Access controls. Implement role-based access controls, segregation of duties, and multi-factor authentication to ensure that only authorized personnel can access and process personal data. 3. Anonymization and pseudonymization. Implement techniques such as anonymization, pseudonymization, and masking to protect personal data from unauthorized access or processing. 4. Incident response. Establish an incident response plan to quickly respond to data breaches, notify affected data subjects, and prevent future incidents. To achieve operational excellence in the context of GDPR, our organization should implement a framework that ensures continuous monitoring, assessment, and improvement of our legacy systems. This framework should include 1. Regular security audits and penetration testing to identify vulnerabilities and weaknesses. 2. Continuous training and awareness programs for personnel handling personal data. 3. Implementation of a DevSecOps approach to integrate security, privacy, and data protection considerations into the software development lifecycle. 4. Regular review and update of data protection policies, procedures, and standards to ensure compliance with GDPR and emerging best practices. 5. Establishment of a Data Protection Officer, DPO, or equivalent function to oversee GDPR compliance, provide expert advice, and act as a liaison between our organization and supervisory authorities. In conclusion, achieving operational excellence in the context of GDPR requires a comprehensive review of our legacy systems, identification of areas of non-compliance, and implementation of measures to address data subject rights, data minimization, and data protection by design and by default. By implementing these measures, our organization can ensure compliance with GDPR, minimize the risk of data breaches, and maintain the trust of our customers and stakeholders.